Chicago, 17 seconds. 17 seconds from Game 7 or from championship number 6. Jordan, open, Chicago with the lead!
Welcome back to the Blacktop, y'all, where I always got next. If you're looking for consistent basketball content, make sure you hit the subscribe button down low if you're new to my channel. Now, this has been a video I've been wanting to do for quite some time, man. When I used to work at Lids as a store manager, me and my mans would always talk about who's the GOAT. You know, this is a debate that's been going on in basketball for a long time now, and probably is going to continue to be a topic all the time. No matter what, no matter when, it's always a topic of conversation when you talk about who the GOAT is. And 95% of the time, it's either going to be Jordan or LeBron, right, as who people think the GOAT is. A lot of the younger generation probably is going to, say LeBron. A lot of the older generation is going to say Jordan. I'm kind of in between those generations. To me, obviously, you see who I'm rocking, right? You know who my GOAT is based off of who I got on right now. To me, it's Jordan. And I'm not taking anything away from LeBron. What LeBron has done in his career is great. He's definitely top 2 to 3, in my opinion, in terms of my top 10. Be on the lookout for that video coming soon. But Jordan, what he accomplished with the Bulls, everyone wants to talk about what LeBron has done for the Lakers, not even just for the Lakers, but for the Cavs, for the Heat, 4 championships, 4 finals MVPs, all the accolades, blah, 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 blah. And I like LeBron, I do. But when you're talking about being compared to Jordan, to me, really, there's no comparison. And I'm not even going to say, oh, Jordan has 6 rings. I'm not even going to get into all that because that's the inevitable. But when you read between the lines in terms of what Jordan, did while he was playing with the Bulls, what LeBron has accomplished in 19 years, people forget that Jordan did it in 13 years with the Bulls. And then you have to factor in the 2 years that he retired, 2 years or so that he retired. If Jordan didn't retire for that time, he more than likely would have won 8 straight championships. 8 straight championships. That's ridiculous. Because the year he retired, and then whenever he did come back, he ended up only playing, I think, like 17 games of the regular season after he came back from baseball. Come on, man. You don't have your legs under you with 17 regular season games. Especially when you're coming from a sport like baseball. It's completely different conditioning. Now, I get you to be conditioned in that, but even still, you don't have the basketball legs shooting jump shots and all that. You don't have your legs under you. They lost to the Magic that year, and then what happened the next year when he had a full season under his belt? Came back and swept the Magic. Same exact team, swept Shaq and Penny. Now, I know what you're probably thinking, oh, well, that's his fault he retired. It is his fault he retired. I get that. He had some, inner issues that was going on and whatever. We all saw that from The Last Dance. If you didn't watch The Last Dance, then that's on you because that was one of the best documentaries I've ever watched, if not the best. But when he did, come back from retirement, he probably would have won the championship that year in general, if he didn't retire. But he did, came back, swept the Magic, and then went on to, three-peat after that season. Three-peated, retired, lost the next, that next year, and then three-peated again. LeBron has yet to three-peat in his career. Now, I'm not saying, oh, you have to three-peat to be the GOAT. No, I'm not saying that. But when you look at his Miami team, and that team specifically, we're not going to just write off the 2011 NBA Finals like it didn't happen. Come on, man. The boy choked. He choked in that Finals. And LeBron fans are going to come to his defense. Oh, it was his first time, blah, blah, blah. He carries his teams constantly. I get all that. I get it. He carried the Cavs in 07. They had no right to be there. Kind of like my boy Iverson did with the Sixers in 2001. But that doesn't negate the fact that they got swept in 2007. They lost in 6 games to the Mavericks, who nobody picked the Mavericks to win that series, maybe outside of Dallas. The Heat were clearly a superior team. They just got outplayed, man. They got outplayed by Dirk. LeBron, I think, averaged like 16 or 17 points and 5 turnovers in that series. Come on, man. If you're the GOAT, that's not GOAT status.
Stop it. Get some help.
Again, I'm not taking anything away from LeBron. I'm not throwing shade at LeBron. I'm not hating on LeBron. I'm just speaking facts. And the facts, when you analyze someone's career, especially in big moments in the finals, you can't just write away the 2011 finals like it didn't happen just because of the greatness that he achieved after that. I get that he did have probably the most incredible performance of any player, or one of the most incredible performances of any player when he came back from 3-1 against Golden State. Even I was like, man, this series is over. There's no chance they come back. And he did the unthinkable and went bananas and obviously came back from 3-1. The rest is history. But that doesn't automatically overshadow what Jordan did with the Bulls in his 6th championship title run. You know, and everybody says LeBron has more competition. LeBron's played super teams, blah, 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 blah. I get that. You know, the talent in today's NBA is definitely different than it was back in the 90s. But at the same time, defense was way different back then than it is now. Jordan was getting beat up out there, man, by the Pistons, by the Celtics. And all that stuff you could do back then, you can't do in today's NBA. Hand checking, all that. Punching dudes in the face, resulting in just a regular foul, is now a flagrant 2. You get ejected. We seen Draymond get a technical for the stupidest thing in the world in the 2016 NBA Finals when he got ejected, which probably cost him a championship, because realistically, if Draymond doesn't get suspended that series, the Warriors probably go on to win that finals. Now that's a different topic, but there's no telling what would have happened. Same thing you say if LeBron was in the 90s, he would have dominated, or if Jordan was in the 2000s or the 2010s, he would have dominated. We don't know that. That's all what if scenarios. But speaking on facts, you can't look over his career just because he only played 13 seasons with the Bulls. LeBron's never been a defensive player of the year. He's got less MVPs. He's got way less scoring titles. 10 scoring titles to 1? Come on, man. And I get LeBron's probably going to finish number 1 all-time on the all-time scoring list because he's been sustaining greatness for so long. And I'm not taking that away from him. And he has had the longevity. And that's definitely a nod I give to LeBron, is the longevity. But again, if Jordan didn't retire, he probably would have won 8 straight titles. Probably would have been Finals MVP in every single one of those championships. So you're picking and choosing. You're choosing between hairs. I personally am taking Jordan. I really don't even think it's remotely close. And I have Kobe at number 2 behind LeBron. So that's another topic as well. I don't even think he's better than Kobe. And I'm not hating on LeBron. Again, man, I like LeBron. I used to hate him, actually. I was one of the biggest LeBron haters in the world. But I came to my senses, and I appreciate all greatness. I love watching LeBron. I didn't get a chance to really watch Jordan when growing up. I am a little bit too young for that. But I did watch a lot, of reruns of his games, of his championship runs, things like that. I have seen all that. So I know what Jordan was. I know the different beast that he was. I've been watching LeBron his entire career. He's a great player, obviously. But when in comparison to Jordan, that's going to be a topic that's going to be going on for probably decades. Because LeBron's going to be the only person that has came close in most spectators' eyes. In my eyes, he hasn't came close at all. Jordan has cemented his legacy and probably always will be the GOAT. That's for y'all to decide, for the spectators, and this is why these debates are fun, man, because it sparks so much drama, it sparks so much debate, and I love it. I love talking about this topic. But let me know what y'all think, man. If y'all think Jordan's the GOAT, if you think LeBron's the GOAT, or who you think is the GOAT. You may not think either of them is the GOAT. If you're an old head or if you're a young cat, you may think somebody else is the GOAT. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments, man, and I'll catch y'all next episode.